Well, it's back to work on my 1980 Chevette. Show you the progress so far. I stopped to make this heavy-duty lamp. It's got a ceramic body, as you can see. Old-fashioned cable holder, clamp, whatever. So, finished welding the inside. It's still pretty dirty, and obviously gonna need some grinding. I'm gonna replace this piece, and using a lot of stainless. And then over here, patched up the inside as well. It's the under side of the trunk, so you know it doesn't have to be beautiful. It's to be functional and reliable. That's matters to me. Welding this piece in here, and I'll mention technique that I use. I haven't seen it on YouTube. I'll do a separate video later, but I call it the MIG filler or the MIG TIG technique. I have an older video on it, but you can see right here we don't have a gap, so it's nice and easy to weld with the MIG or the TIG. And when you get to things like that, it becomes harder. So what I do is you have to have the MIG for working in tight corners like this. I don't see how you can do it with the TIG. You know, I had done a lot with the TIG, but this here is just, it's not doable. But what you do is, use the MIG and use a filler rod too, or wire, depending on the width of the gap. And while I'm welding, I'll push the wire into the weld puddle, or if I'm welding a spot where, see, you got these little pinholes on the steel like I had here, it's impossible to weld. If you try to weld, straight weld it, with the TIG or the MIG, whatever, you just open up a hole. So what I do is, I'll just place that wire on top and weld on top of the wire, just a tack, and then it'll actually just spread out and weld that way. And you don't get the holes, it fills in the holes. When welding on thinner steel, or even with this for warpage, to avoid warpage, I'm using this, repurposing this. Finally, I found something useful from the kitchen. Pen with a paintbrush with water, and after I'm done welding, I'll just cool down the weld with water. It's not going to rust, and it evaporates anyways because it's still hot, so it works. Same here. Get these big holes here. I think I cut out the hole I put the wrong washer on top and measured the wrong washer, I think. So now I've got to fill this in. It's a stainless steel washer, nice and thick. And the bumper, it's bolted on here. And same thing, that's how I'm filling in those holes there with the MIG TIG technique. Over on this side, this is pretty solid, as you can see. But I had already bent a nice 2mm thick piece of stainless, so might as well use it. And I mean, it is at the bottom, so because water always settles at the bottom, it's good to have at least the bottom part of the car in stainless. especially here with all these corners and crevices. And so it's forming this piece like that. Still gonna do some more work to it, but it forms pretty good. So what was there on the underside? And as you can see, there was a lot of crappy repairs done to this car. So, as you can see here, previously somebody cut this off and replaced part of this, maybe the whole rear of the, whole rear. I don't know, but yeah, definitely some work. There's actually some welds here too. Oh, there they are. Some crappy welds. And I hate that people leave these corners, these open edges for crap, mud, and water to get into and then form rust. So we'll get rid of that. This kind of frame part is rotted out. As you can see, there's my stainless. Over here, instead of redoing this channel piece here, I could weld a piece of channel, actual channel, or it's like a 1x3 pipe. But what I'm probably gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it right here and just leave it flat. You don't really need this, not doing much. So some nice big holes over there too. Look at that. Over here, the top part is pretty good. So a few different ways of doing things. I could just cut this off here and here and just put a piece in there, but I'll just do it this way. I hate, once again, just manufacturers just leave these gaps and holes and crevices everywhere. I had to weld in there because it was opening apart like here. Here we're gonna need some welding there. Manufacturers, they're very fucking cheap. Even back then, 80s. Further in time you go, further back in time you go, better the quality of cars. Like, look at this. This is original from the factory. They glued panels together. See, this is all glued, and now it's just coming apart, as you can see, not welded. So, but that's where we're at.